Well, hello there, blade lovers, one and all. Blade lovers of high-price knives, low-price knives, and budget knives. And these are all under 100, probably would have been under 70 or 60 if it weren't for just a couple of them that wanted to jump up into the 80s. I did go out and check some prices at White Mountain, so I'm reasonably sure that the cost of all of these is under 100. And these are some of my favorite, and I'm calling them full-sized because, as you know, I like larger knives, at least 3.5 or more inches, and more comfortably 3 3/4 inches. Our laws here in my state allow you to carry knives under 4 sharpened inches, so I can get up to that threshold. Also, I included a fixed blade today that I think is a fantastic deal, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Each of these knives has their own review on my channel. If you wanted to know more about them, just look them up. There are over 700 videos on this channel at this point. So enjoy. And we're coming up on 5,000 subscribers. When I hit 5,000, we will have a GAW, and a significant one. So stay tuned for that. Here we go. Enough chatter, minute and a half into it. Here is the Williamson Chibs, a knife I carry regularly on and off. I just put a really nice edge on it as well with my TS Prof Cadet sharpener. Now my favorite fixed angle sharpener. Does a great job, holds the blade securely, and sharpens most blades very well, up to about 1,000 grit with what was supplied, and will accept stones and sharpening abrasives from other systems as well. So very adaptive. All right, let's get off of that and talk about the knife. It's 14C28N. It is a beautiful fall shut action. You can open it in a number of different ways. As you can see, flipper tab is there, but it's not too pronounced. And he uses this heavily machined layered G10. Comes in a excuse me, bunch of different colors. When I put the link out there, it'll be for all the Chibs liner lock knives. There is another Chibs that's a frame lock in D2, and that's a bit over 100, so I'm not including that. Plus, I happen to like this one a little better. Comes with a clip that says, I think, Chibs on it, and you can swap it out for one they give you in the box that is plain with just a slot in the middle. Deep carry, and it is switchable to the other side by means of tucking it under that handle scale and screwing it down. So that does a great job. Nice snappy action, and I love the blade profile for EDC. Does just about everything I want it to do. All right, that's that. We got to move on because, and what did I say the price was? I didn't say what the price was. So the Chibs is $85 as of this posting, a bit higher than the rest of these. D2 now is the Bestech Penguin, an ergonomically very comfortable handle on this, and a beautiful jimped thumb ramp. Has an interesting blade shape. I guess maybe kind of like a penguin's beak. Maybe that's why they named it that. As I said, D2 steel, but nicely satin finished. Comes through very sharp with a high flat grind. And this one is $52 as of this posting. $52 at White Mountain. You get a beautiful two-tone G10 handle, seamless meeting of the two different G10s there. In this case, a olive green and a black. Nice pivot there with the Bestech logo. And I believe it's an internal design, and I got to tell you, your hand just melts right into this. If you want to go point down, no problem. Lines up nicely, And this can be a great working knife, a great all-around blade. 52 bucks. Petrified Fish Warrior. Probably one, if not the most favorite amongst the petrified fish offerings. Crowned spine. When do you see that on a, what is it now, $60 knife? $60 knife. Damascus G10. And recently you saw Damascus G10 on a very expensive folder, the Best Tech Loch Ness, that a lot of people feel are too expensive. But same material here, just different colors. Here we got a dark green and a black. First time that I saw that matrix sort of G10. Got a fancy blue clip. This is in Bowler K110, which is a premium grade of D2. Again, look at that nice crowned spine. We got bead blast on the spine, on the swedge, and on the grind, and the nice satin finish along the flats. Action, oh, just super. Nested liner. A very light knife. No jimping, unfortunately. I think they didn't add the jimping in because of the crowning. I'm not sure. But there is none there. And the one and only way to open it is with that flipper tab. It's pretty pronounced, but not crazy. Got jimping there. Flies right out. Beautiful tuning on this knife. And it's, again, a full-size knife. Coming in around 3 3/4, I believe. Moving on down to the Rocotte by Real Steel. This was one of Ivan Braganet's first commercial designs. And this one is in N690, Bowler N690. Really good steel used by Fox a lot. Not sure if Real Steel does their own or they OEM out to Fox, but nice flat blade on that. Nice flat grind, and I did say N690. And what are they getting for this guy? Real Steel Rocotte is 82. So this one and the Chibs is what sends the price up over $60, $70 to the 80s. Beautiful smooth action on that. If you didn't know the story behind this, the markings on the scales and on the clip is Morse code for his name in Russian. And no, he's not Russian, he's Ukrainian. And good thing to know these days with the situation the way it is. Hopefully in a year or less or whatever, that there's a different, better situation for the Ukrainians. Nice fuller. Can open it. Obviously, you can see that sticking out as a front flipper or thumb stud opener. Can I get it to fuller? Almost. Yeah, if you really try, you can get it to fuller, but it's pretty close to the handle there. Nice looking thumb studs, nice jimping, and of course you can middle finger flick it, although I don't do too well with that, with the thumb stud. There you go, on the other side. Nice utility style blade, straight back pretty much, slight drop. And again, that jimping is really nice. It's a flat knife, carries extremely well, and that's coming up on 3 3/4 inch as well. Very flat knife. Check out my review on this one and the more expensive one in M390 that I got from Lamnia. All right. How about Kershaw? I don't do Kershaw that often, but this is the Natrix XL. And the Natrix XL is the least expensive knife on the table here at $39 today from White Mountain. Great action. Steel on it is 9CR 18 MOV. Nope, 8CR 13 MOV. Sorry about that. So maybe not the greatest steel. It is a budget steel, but it's a good serviceable steel. I was able to put a really nice edge on this. Has that interesting design like the 0770 ZT, I believe it is, that has, almost looks like there's a recurve at the end, but it isn't near the point there. That's flat. The belly is there, so you got like a flat, a belly, and a flat. Very interesting edge geometry, really a profile to this. This is in a olive green G10, very flat handles. Got kind of a G10 spanned backspacer there. Definite deep carry and switchable. Only thing I don't care for with this knife is the coating that they put on the lock bar. It's an interesting lock bar and it has a name. And forgive me if I forgot what that is, but you can see how it's set up there. Very interesting. It's slippery, okay? So every time I try to engage that, to disengage it, I've got to really press in hard to prevent my thumb from slipping off. So, you know, if they hadn't used that coating, it would be perfect. You can hear that action. I mean, the sound is amazing. Listen to that. Whoop. One more time. Yeah. The Natrix XL by Kershaw, 40 bucks. And you might notice that I included a fixed blade only because I think it is a great deal on a fixed blade, not a great deal of money. It's the Sencut Waxahachie for $56. Came out in 2022. This is October 2022. I'm doing a wrap-up pretty soon of a lot of things that I like for the year. It's a stonewash black finish on this one. Comes in a few different varieties. Extremely light with all of that skeletonizing they did. Removable handle slabs, exposed tang. Comes with a nice lanyard, very similar to the what is it? The Tonto knife that was designed by Terzola. And I forget it. Well, oh well. Tip of my tongue. Nice jimping, long run of jimping. Nice clip point Bowie style blade. Real usable EDC knife. If you wanted an option to a folder, or in addition to the folder, this would be the one. And they did this in 9CR18 MOV. This is 9. Now, a little bonus here that I didn't put in the thumbnail that I did want to include. So this makes number 7 of the bunch here. Yeah. A brand I like a lot and a lot of bang for the buck. Damn Designs, and this one is the newer model Hades with a large slot for opening. Kind of a Bowie clip with a nice gradual belly, high flat grind. And they're doing this now in Sandvik 14C28N. This one's got the natural J G10 handle. Definitely a deep carry switchable clip where those screws just disappear under the surface. Stonewashed clip. Clip on these guys is steel for 60 bucks, White Mountain. Less my 10% discount, by the way. So when you see these prices, figure on taking 10% off if you use the discount code Old Sword. So 60 becomes 54. No tax, no shipping. Really nice. And I like the form factor on this one. They do make it for 120 in an all titanium handle. So you can bump the game up with that. But if you want to keep the price low at 60 bucks, you can go that route. So there they all are. And, well, I'll attempt a recitation here. The Williamson Chibs, the Penguin by Best Tech, the Warrior by Petrified Fish, the Rocotte by Real Steel. Yep, I don't want to say Steel Wilson, Real Steel. Natrix by Kershaw, the Hades by Damn Designs, and the Waxahachie, named after a town in Texas, by Sencut, which is a budget division of Civivi and Wii. Okay, folks, there you go. 15-minute vid. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. And if you like these collection videos, I'm happy to do more. And did I leave some knives out? Yeah, because I've got lots of knives. And we'll need to do more videos. So if your favorite's not here, it isn't because I dissed it. It's simply because I only got so much room and time. Be well.